But yeah, and these wagons, they pulled off of a field. I changed baling twine from a 600-pound knot strength to 650-pound knot strength.
Right.
Those bales are averaging somewhere to be almost, well, close to 1,600 pounds a piece. 1,600 pounds a piece, and then that pile there, we're going to tarp that one.
Are y'all just limited to 80,000 pounds on the road, or can you hold 80,000? That's it.
80,000. This is old hay. So we've been bringing old hay in, and come July, we'll be able to start selling new hay.
Cool.
So, and I try to do that. My business, I try to make sure that the old hay runs out, and in July, at July.
Right.
So I have a smooth transition into new hay. Because in the composting business, and a lot of people don't know this, but hay is still alive. Grass hay is still alive for 28 days from the time you cut it. The microbes that are in it are still they're just working their way around. That's why you get steam. That's why you get a caramelization if you get damp hay, because the hay is alive. They can't compost live hay. It doesn't break down.
Yeah, so it has to be, for a little bit.
Has to be stored.
How much old hay you got left from last year right now?
I've got about 3 weeks of hay left.
About 3 weeks, okay.
That's it. So after the 3 weeks, I'll have more than enough hay to go right into selling new hay.
Right.
And new hay is, we're going to cut them trees down.
Yeah, I can see there. Yeah, we're good.
But you get into new hay, and they're a little standoffish about it, because a lot of people screw them over.
Yeah.
And they'll start bringing brand new hay in, saying it's aged a month or two.
Right.
So now they've gotten to the point where if they get enough old hay in stock, they'll push you off until
They'll just
August.
shut you off, make you wait.
They'll push you off until August, and then, I'm big enough that I don't really have to, I can tell them, listen, and they trust me because I've been in the business for nearly 20 years.
Yeah.
This is my 19th year, I believe. It's 2017. Next year will be my 20th year. So it's my 19th year being in the mulch hay business, and they know me down there. So, and, to have a good reputation, the same in the logging business.
That's right.
If you've got a bad reputation, you're not working.
That's right.
And that's the same thing with this.
It's quiet in this cab too,
it
man.
is.
Lord have mercy. It's quiet.
This one's quieter than the 85.
This seat goes left and right too. Back and forth.
I think this one goes back and forth too.
Yeah, it goes back and forth, because my case, it would go back and forth, but it wouldn't go side to side. I just felt that when we hit that bump right there. That was pretty sweet, man.
Well, if it wasn't raining, I'd blow your mind with the 8530. That has what you call an active seat. If the tractor goes up, the seat comes down.
Okay.
Equal amounts.
It's compensating the whole thing.
Oh, it's crazy. You might as well pull right up behind that silver truck, because we're going to hop in that shed.
Okay.
We're going to go in the hole. That's all right.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
There you go.
Well, I didn't want to block you in there.
No, that's all right. This thing's not that big. It's a big little tractor. We'll see how good your skills are. Take it right in that building. I ain't getting wet. Driving other people's tractor. Now he's trying.
Yeah, he's putting me to the test here, people.
Right.
He want to see how good my skills are.
Because I'm not in the mood to get wet. No, you're good.
Yeah, we're gonna go right in.
There you go.
There we go. I'll pass that to you.
Carl, I guess he left.
Yeah. He didn't want to get wet.
There you go.
Look at there.
Now the nice thing with this is, you can go from, if you were to just drop that there, it'll stop.
It just locks it down right there.
It'll stop, and then you throw it into park. But if you're going, say you're going a couple mile an hour, and you're inching up with a loader or something like that, you can just drop that out, and it'll slow down and stop. And actually bounce back just a tiny little bit. But no, it's a cool tractor.
Oh yeah. Our skidders are the same way. They have the 8 forward, 8 reverse.
Yeah.
Power shift transmission, exact same thing as what's in this tractor.
The old 8 speeds in yours.
That's right.
This is a 15.
That's a 15.
Yeah,
okay.
it's the 15. And
this one got the 6.8, or is it 8.1 liter engine?
No, this is a 466. So that's 7.6 liter, okay. I guess they call it. But when the 8000 series tractors came out, they actually put a 466 in the first 8000 series tractor. So the 8100, the 8200, 8300, 8400 comes out. They went to the 8.1 liter motor, and that's what's in the 8120.
Look at that car. Wow.
That's a steal. This is a steal.
Man.
This is a steal, and I hate to say that it's a steal.
Wow.
it's funny because you see the other car on the other side? That's a 31 Model A coupe with the rumble seat, reverse trunk with rumble seat.
Look at that tires on that thing.
I'll get to the story.
I'm getting the grand tour, people. I'm getting the grand tour, people. All of it.
Yeah, you will. So anyways, I had the 31 Model A, and it has to do with the wood miser.
Right.
So this guy, he calls me up and he's like, hey, do you have any white oak? I was like, yeah, I got white oak. He says, you think you could cut me some pieces of white oak?
You cut him some lumber for...
I cut him lumber for a car. I didn't need to cut him lumber for a car, but and I did have to give him a little bit of money. But
wow.
Anyways, he's here, and I had the lumber up on the deck.
I would have done that.
And it was oh, this thing's solid. This is an original.
Look at that door. I mean,
it's a one-owner car. This
I was
car
figuring
only
it
owned by
about
one
to rattle when you, but it. I mean, I was scared to open it, but
Feel how solid
look at that. Wow.
It's a double click. They'll double click just like the. Yeah, the thing is crazy. There's one owner, original car. The uncle of the uncle of the guy that I got it from.
Wow.
He comes in to pick up the wood, and he sees my Model A, and he says, hey.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's the original tag. It is crazy. It's a capital coupe. Chevrolet, every year, the body styles were fairly similar. Well, they were the same for several. It's beat up now, but you know, I bought that in Iowa.
Is old 4430 still running there?
Yeah, it does. It's got flat tires. It's got a leak in the steering, the pillow block on the steering motor.
There's the beast right there. I had a guy get mad at me because I called everything the beast, you know, and all.
This is the beast.
Like, if you don't like my stuff, man, just don't watch it, you know. Look at that joker.
This building is 54 feet wide.
54 feet wide, and the nose of the tractor's hanging out because it's got that Baler on it.
Now,
there it is.
And
I mean,
possibly
God.
got it in.
What does this Baler weigh now? How much is it?
Well, this baler weighs, without anything in it.
Yeah, and you got a couple bales in it now.
Without any twine, without anything in it.
That's the thing that would drive me insane. Is that right there? And the putting balls of twine in that thing, and all of that right there.
Oh, this is the dirtiest
Oh
thing
man, I mean, I pull up at my shop and take the air hose and go to blowing on it.
Well, this was clean before I started.
Right. Well, you ain't got to do 3 rolls and it does that.
Does it? Oh yeah.
I mean,
if you look behind there, it is packed solid.
Well, I'm looking up at the top. Look at the wall up there on top.
The only reason it's clean air is that's where the air blows off.
Right. God help you if you have to reach up in there and do something, you know, in the field, you know, while you're hot and sweaty and pretty ticked off.
Yeah. Pretty ticked off.
Oh, yeah.
It's 13,000 kilograms.
13,000 kilograms.
2.2 pounds per kilogram.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nearly 30,000 pounds.
It's friggin' heavy, and that's just the iron. And then these are, what the hell are these? These are 23 pounds a ball. It holds...
God, that string is
8, 10,
thick,
12, 14,
boy.
16, 32 balls, so there's 22 times
Well, that's
32.
a lot thicker than what I built, what I put on my
Oh yeah, this
rolls,
is 650 pounds. See, here's the number, 30,
Yeah.
you know,
Right.
3,600 foot of twine.
Because I remember you saying how much you spent on twine, and it was like mind-boggling, man.
About 15,000 this year it'll be.
Golly.
It's costing, I had it figured out the other day. Like, maybe it's $1.
See what I like
Over
about
$1 a bale.
what I like about this one here is got the scales on the back, so it's weighing every bale.
Every single one.
Boy, that's tight, man. That's
and it's
tight.
in the chamber.
That's tight.
Well, it did release. It has released out.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's tight.
that's tight.
Reach up and grab your fingers under the twine.
You ain't going to, are you? Shoot, no. You get killed cutting a string on that thing.
Oh, they snap. They snap.
Golly, and you ain't lying. You got it backed all the way up. I mean,
It
there's
is,
just enough room to.
I could back it up just a little bit, but
Yeah.
and it's dirty. I mean, this thing, you can clean this off. Yeah, climb right on.
5 minutes, it'll be the same way. I mean, look at the hay packed up here on top of.
Midday, by lunchtime, you're pretty well.
I mean, that's a foot thick right here.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
this is the nice thing about the chrome baler is these are air lines.
and it blows on it. Yeah, I know.
It compresses and it blows it back off. And
What gets me though is a tractor still has to have that assist with that much horsepower to start this thing. That's what got me. Because when you had the 8120, I knew it was gonna be you was probably gonna have to pop the button on and off to kind of get it going. But I figured you'd be okay with the 8530 but you still have to have the assist to get, because that flywheel is so, people don't realize how big and heavy that flywheel is to get it going.
Wait till you actually see it. But yeah, that's right. Well, here's the thing with the 8530. Because the engine is such a high horsepower, high torque motor,
Yeah.
it actually cuts off the PTO when it feels it senses the stress, because
When it loads, it don't want to break nothing.
It'll break it. It'll
Right.
break things. It will break things.
God, look at them arms right there, them plunger arms.
They're solid.
That's a hoss.
Any other
That is a hoss.
They're amazing. Yeah, there's a lot to it. When we open the front up, you're gonna.
Oh, that's a hoss, man. The people who come up with the design on the Nodders, they were just. They're pretty slick. They slicker than I am.
Slicker than I ever be. I mean, I understand the functions of them.
Oh yeah.
But if you told me, hey, draw up a Nodder, and
There ain't
make
no
it work,
way.
forget
No,
it. You know,
no.
it took me a lot of years to figure that out.
Those are massive, man. They're a lot bigger in person what they look like on film too.
They're probably 4.5 feet long because
Wow.
of the distance they have to travel. Now, the other day I made a video and I mentioned in there that I got mud in the Nodders.
Right.
And I had a lot of people say, how did you get mud in your Nodders?
Well,
Well, what
it's-
happens
Yeah.
is the mud from the tires, because it was so wet,
Oh yeah.
squishes out and it gets on the hay, and then it grabbed into there and sent it up.
See, I've had stuff like that happen on mine when I was running mine, man. And all. That's an air filter for the air compressor right there.
That's for the air compressor. I'm gonna open this bad boy.
Boy, it's a heck of a PTO, man.
That's $5,100 for
Yep.
that PTO.
Look at that flywheel. What you talking about?
It's
Lord have mercy.
800, I think it's 800 kilograms. A little over 800 kilograms, that flywheel. So 2.2 pounds.
Yeah, that thing is, that's over a foot wide up there at the top of that thing, man. Easy.
And if you ever get caught in it, they give you this handy dandy brake that laughs at you.
Yeah, you ain't gonna stop that
Teresa,
thing.
and this is pretty serious, since if you didn't know, I was caught in the New Holland Baler. And I was stuck there for a while, like a while. I pulled the brake, and it was, I had a 4960 was running it. If it was this Baler, it would eat me. There's no stopping this thing.
Yeah, I can see that brake right there where it's supposed to.
That brake is useless.
Yeah.
Because of the weight of the flywheel, it still takes close to a minute
For it to completely stop.
To completely stop. You'd be through it, stroked, dead, tied up. Size 8000 series cab.
We're getting into 8530 now, people.
It's got a steep step to it.
Oh,
because
yeah.
of the English
I see the
countryside road.
active seat on it there.
Yeah, so
Oh,
if you
yeah.
push your foot in the middle here, that'll bring a steering wheel
Right.
down. Pull it right down, that locks in, and then you loosen that, slide it in. It's probably the same on your excavators.
Right.
This tractor has a security system.
So you got to punch in a code to crank it over here on the on where.
That's it right there on the plate. On the thing
Okay,
there.
gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah, you can. I'll give you the code. Just don't record it. Cause
All right, boys and girls, we're finna crank the beast.
all right, now
You know, 300 and some horsepower. You can see out of this thing very good, man. That's the first time I looked right there. I mean, the way the nose is on it, you can see really good out of this thing.
really,
man.
yeah, wow, yeah. And I use my mirrors a lot. A lot of people
Yeah,
don't
see, I
use
did.
the
I
mirrors.
use mine. If I bumped mine, I had to stop and fix them up, man.
Yeah, no, I can't. I can't stand them without mirrors, and I'll use this one a lot. That one there is an adjustable mirror.
Right.
It's doing a transmission calibration. It does that once per startup.
Right.
So if there's an issue with the transmission and it gets a little jerky, it's best to shut the tractor off
And just let it recalibrate again.
because of the hot oil.
Gotcha.
You know, so it changes some things. I've had to do that, and I learned a little bit about it. Now, this tractor has independent.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the front, because it won't lift once it gets to running here.
You're gonna demonstrate that.
Okay,
So
all right.
I want you to, after it's done with this transmission calibration, it'll tell you. What I'll have you do is put your foot on the brake and then put it into gear, and then it'll come up
Okay.
before it'll go. Alright, so now, and this is different than the other one because it doesn't have a left-hand reverser. So pull it towards you to the side, towards me.
Okay,
and
right
up,
there.
And then you can go ahead and put it into forward. Anywhere, just push it right on up. There
Look at
she
that.
comes. Now, if you let go of your brake, alright, it's going to be a stubborn sucker, isn't it? Let's do it this way.
There
it goes. So now it just settled in, so it raises and lowers. Now, before,
That's cool.
I had the Baler on it. I thought it rode smooth. But when I put that big heavy bugger on the back there,
it made it a lot better.
I couldn't believe it. I mean, I'm laughing across the field. I'm like, God, if this was the 8120, I'd be jarring my teeth out of my head.
Yeah, because a lot of times you baling over 10 miles an hour now, ain't you?
For the most part,
yeah.
Yep. Bailing 10 mile an hour. I mean, I do actually. I think I was bailing.
Wow.
I was bailing over 10, 11, 12, depends. But I raced Timothy and Joe across the field in 2.5 ton hay, 16 mile an hour, and you wouldn't even know that I had gone 16 mile an hour. The bale fell off the back, looked just like every other one in there, same weight, same everything, and the scale and all. This is all that stuff that's on there. That's how many bales I've made so far this year.
1,069.
Yeah, and that was in 3 days.
3 days.
3 days and maybe 5 or 6 hours. You can, everything is here. I mean, if you want to check your scale, you go here and your scale is there. It'll tell you what the weight, that's how much hay is on that thing. But everything's touch screen.
Yeah, I like that.
The difference is, see that car? I had to call him up and said, what the hell's a car for? You know, I mean, why is there a car on my monitor? Make any sense to you?
No, no.
Well, there's a hand. What the hell is that supposed to mean? Well, that means manual. Okay. I guess. And that means auto.
Automatic, okay.
I'm like, well, yeah, go ahead, pull it back down in the park. There we go. But that seat.
When the tractor rocked a little bit, I felt
it'll go side to side. Yeah. Back and forth, and it will automatically adjust your weight. So as you start going across the field, this will let the air out of the seat.
For you, or whatever your body weight is.
And then you can adjust it right here. If you want more air in there, then you can, or less air. But if this thing hits a bump and the tractor's forced up, you go down. You never feel bumped. I see Teresa going like this over here, and I'm like laughing at her. But the other day, I blocked the front end up, and I was looking over my shoulder, and I jammed on the brakes. And I feel bad about it because I hear this bang, and I quick look up, and I look on the floor, and my camera's laying on the floor. and I said to her, I said, that'll teach you, as I'm looking over my shoulder.
Yeah, and she's over at the floor too.
Well, no, she had already made it back into the seat. Well, she's all bruised up where she hit this, and she was turning like this to put the camera in the pouch bag here, and went flying to, and she went like that, and she was so mad at me because she thought that I was laughing at her for getting hurt. But I wouldn't do that. I'm not that big of an asshole, but you know. Yeah, you're gonna push the center, not the center, push it up, and then you can turn it off. It's all good.
All right, I don't need to do anything over here on the right or anything, do I?
No, okay. It's all done. The nice thing is with that's a machine.
Yeah,
I like that one, he hates it.
Why does he hate this one so bad, Paul?
Because it's different. Everything that he knew and learned
it's completely different.
Here, I'll flip this up, give it a second.
There we go. Well, and some big turtles on that thing too.
Yeah, they're long.
How many knives you go through every year? Sets of knives.
5 gallon pail.
5 gallon pail.
Yeah, 5 gallon pail. Sometimes 2. It's a lot.
But that's a machine right there, boy.
This is the modular design.
I look at the motor on that thing, man. It pulls that joker.
This is the same drive motor as what the combines, the ST690 has. This motor runs all of John Deere's hydrostatic drives. So,
yeah. Well, now that you say it, it does, man.
Yeah. Same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably use that same thing. It's a. I don't know if it's a sour dam.
How many hours you got on this one now?
I don't know. Not as many as. No, the case is not.
Not as many as the red one.
You know what? To be quick. Yeah.
Big cab, man. I like that glass.
You can see the whole idea with this, and this is the smaller.
Well, this will be so awesome cutting hay with this thing. With it, just straddle it straight up.
Well, he used to like the Hydra swing. But then when I bought the first the case, I don't think he ever even got back in it. And he won't. His neck is so shot. Yeah, my neck. He can't turn back. He starts seeing stars.
Oh man.
So he ain't looking behind him anymore. So I got to give him stuff that works really well. But yeah.
And of course, I remember what you say in the fuel. The fuel consumption was way less on this one than what your other one.
And it's a DEF model. It does. So you put that in there. But when you shut the engine off, it sucks all that back into the tank.
Okay.
So that it's not sitting in lines and in everything. And I don't know if that's how they are on other vehicles or not. I just don't know. But that's 235 horsepower.
It's going to be 6.8, isn't it?
6.8.
Yeah, 6.8.
Yep,
just a final tier 4.
It's got the old beer kegs in there.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Grant. Hook that up. Okay. Now I'll get it going.
You've been running in some wet fields with this thing too.
Yeah. I put this style backhoe tire on it because it actually does. It does
Oh
grip
yeah,
better.
yeah, it does have a different.
See, he's
view
got
to
his
it.
bed in here for the damn dog, and it's crazy.
Is that that's one of the dogs he raises?
Yeah, the Westie. Yeah. But this one here, it's whinier when it steers. It's
yeah, you can hear the hydraulic feedback. Boy, the motors on that one ain't nowhere near what that deer.
No.
Even two of those wouldn't make one of the deer, because that is that one over there larger than this
same
one?
size.
Same size.
Yeah, they
okay.
are actually the same size.
Oh, that's just sitting up higher.
Yeah, it's
there.
on a different tower.
Yeah.
So that one there actually runs a gearbox also to run the auger that goes across the front. The John Deere doesn't have an auger. It has a.
So this thing's almost just sitting like on a 3-point hitch.
That's exactly
what
that's
it's
exactly
doing.
what
Okay.
it is. Yep.
And it floats the ground really good too.
Yeah,
don't
you can
it?
set that all from up in here. You
Yeah.
set it, so you drop it.
And I guess you change the angle on this
Yep,
one right
change
there
the
with that
pitch.
cylinder right there.
He's
Okay.
got it tilted all the way down, which he shouldn't, because
Yeah.
we're cutting orchard grass. If you cut orchard grass too low,
Yeah, you don't need to cut it too low. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
about 4 inches or more.
Wow.
Yeah, now he likes this one. I told him I was going to get another John Deere, and he said, well, I guess I'm done running the
that's
damn
right.
mower. And I said, oh, Jesus Christ, are you going to drive me that crazy? He's 69, so, milking cows all of his life. He tore up his knees doing some things, they shouldn't have been doing like normal people.
What gets me is how fast those discs spin. I sometimes I just crank mine up after I put new blades on it, and all, just to hear that thing sing, because
And pray that it
man,
don't come
yeah, they don't come apart.
Yeah, well, this one,
it was
actually has. You can adjust the speed. See that?
Oh, you can?
Yeah, the toggle's here.
Okay.
So if you get into when you get into these commercial machines like this, if you get into light stuff, you actually want to crank it down, because if it's too high, it'll blow it down, and you only get a third of it.
Right.
So you
got to give it a little bit more time to cut.
Yeah.
Then.
So you slow it down and allow it to come into the knife a little bit more. And it's only.
Oh yeah, we're filming each other, filming right here and all.
We're not brothers, no relation.
No relation or anything or whatever. But man, Wes, I appreciate you allowing me to come up and gave me the tour, man.
Yeah, you got.
And even let me drive the dang tractor, man. The tractor even let me crank the 8530 up too. Teresa, eat your heart out. I got to crank the 8530 up.
No, she'll run that too. But no, you're actually quite a special guest, because
Well, I appreciate that.
I don't let anybody drive my tractors. Only the special ones get to do that.
And the funny thing was, I was actually supposed to be here tomorrow, which would have been Tuesday, so I went on ahead and came today, and I met Grandma.
Yeah.
Met Grandma, 92 years old. 92 years old. We talked about logging and all kind of stuff. Had ladies sharp as a tack. I met Aunt.
Yeah. And Beth Ann.
Met her.
Too, but she doesn't like being called by anybody but my dad.
Really nice. And then met Mr. Bill, Wes's dad. And we looked at all the tractors we rode around on the farm here. Looked at hay fields and stuff like that. Explained to him how bad red bugs, chiggers, same thing, how bad they are.
And I'm glad we don't have those.
I'm gonna tell you, because, man, if they got in this grass right here, they would go nuts.
Really?
Yeah, on your nuts.
Nuts on your nuts.
Nuts on
Well,
your
I'm
nuts.
glad I
Oh
don't
yeah.
have chiggers.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because y'all be sure and tell Wes how bad chiggers and red bugs are, man. Those things ain't no fun. But Wes, I do appreciate it, man, and all. And when I get back, man, I'm gonna send you a show of my shirts and everything. I'll send you one up here, and
there you go.
have it and all. But as I always say, later taters.
Later taters.
Later taters.
I don't ever say that, but it sounds
There
good.
you go. Yeah, it sounds good. We'll see y'all.